recitation of Mangalacharan, Haribol to you. So, devotees, we are in chapter 13, which is very significant and quite complex also, because there is a lot of technical details, technical doctrines. It's the same, philosophy is the same. Krishna is the supreme, and our job as part and parcel of the super soul is talking about the super soul in verse number 13. We are part and parcel of it. So that is the knowledge portion of it. Many of the acharyas have said Bhagavad Gita is a very interesting presentation in the sense the first 6 chapters are generally termed as Karma Yoga. It does not mean he's not talking about bhakti. He's also talking about bhakti in the first 6 chapters. He's also talking about dhyana, jnana, everything. But generally, the essence is about karma yoga. How shall one perform his duties? Everybody has to perform some activities in this material world. So the middle 6 chapters are considered as the bhakti yoga, completely surrendering to Lord Krishna. Then, based on this first portion, karma, then bhakti, now Arjuna has got many questions. That, okay, you told in chapter 2, karmanya ivadikaraste ma phalashu kadachana. You just want me to work selfless. Then in chapter 7, you are saying bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapatyate vasudeva sarvamiti. If you understand Vasudeva as everything, you are done. What shall I do? Shall I do karma or shall I do bhakti? So the remainder 6 chapters explains what one is supposed to do. That is why this Bhagavad Gita, even though there are maybe 600 translation and different interpretation, still it is a mystic. It's a literature because Krishna wants us to understand. It's a realization. It's not that I went to a school, somebody taught me 2 plus 2. But you have to really understand what does it mean for 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 can be used when you are in grade 1. The same philosophy will also apply when you do PhD. The philosophy doesn't change. So what is the essence? So acharyas are saying it's like a Jagannath Ratha Yatra. Our Ratha Yatra will happen sometime during the summer. There are 2 wheels. The first wheel is the karma. The other wheel is the jnana. And in the middle is bhakti. All 3 are needed. For a cart to be pulled, Jagannath is so merciful, he comes and meets with the devotees. So you need all 3, but the essence is Jagannath, which is the bhakti portion of the 6 chapters, which begins from chapter 7 through chapter 12. Now, one thing, Krishna does promise in the end, 1865, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam ye vaise satyamte. He's also promising that Arjuna, just surrender your mind to me, become my devotee, I will take care of it. But still, the question is it guaranteed? How do we surrender Manmana Bhava Madbhakto? Is there a yardstick? I'm chanting 16 rounds. I'm following the 4 regulative principles. Is it all? Is it done? I think it is something little more than that. That is what all the 6 chapters will elevate us. That how do we become perfect in this surrendering? Now, Upanishad has got 32 vidyas, components of understanding. Under that, there is something called Nyasa Vidya. In that, it explains. If you do one thing, your elevation to the spiritual platform with Krishna is guaranteed. What is that? Sharanagati, surrendering again. Sharanagati does not mean just partial, limited, part-time. It's complete, absolute. There is no other deviation, no condition, no give and take. no contamination. I will do sometime whenever Saturdays, I feel very, very motivated. But what about Monday? What about Tuesday? Are we able to do that satatam? Sarveshu kaleshu. Are we able to do that all the time? Surrendering, Acharya says, if you do that, do everything. But with that surrendering move that I'm doing, Krishna has given me a task to do. He has sent me to this material world. I'm going to perform everything, but for Krishna. Work for Krishna. That is the highest work one can do. So, with that, devotees, let us have a very brief summary of what has been happening through all this 13, 14 verses, okay, if I may. Very brief. So, this is again back to Arjuna 6, a question that contains about 6 components. What is Prakriti? What is Purusha? What is the Kshetra? What is Kshetrajna? What is the Jnana? What is Neyam? All this, the connecting dot is Krishna. Prakriti comes from Krishna. Krishna himself is the Purusha. Kshetra is the body, is our all sense uh, elements. They're also given by Krishna. Kshetrajna is the experience that we go through that. Jnana is the complete understanding which we are reading right now. Neyam is the object of the knowledge. Knowledge is not separate from Krishna. If we read something, chapter 13 to 18, and if we come to a different conclusion that Krishna is not everything, the entire purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to know about Krishna. So with that, then he also talks about the 5 stages of Brahman realization. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. This is the ultimate. The Anandamaya is what we are trying to do. Ultimately, Krishna is Satchitananda. Unless we get into this perfection of self-realization, we may not be able to achieve the best. Krishna has given us this human form is to achieve the best. So then he also talks about the 24 elements of the material nature. Kush Prabhuji, I know I have to share this slide with you. I have been traveling. I apologize. I will try to do it today. I'll post this in our Vedic group. Are you a member of the Vedic group now, Prabhu?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, sure. I'll do that. So Krishna also talks about the 24 elements, how this comes, and it's part and parcel of us. Every living entity has got some portion of all those 24 elements. Then he also talks about the in 13 about the super soul, and we will read little more about the super soul in chapter 14. And let's see, very briefly, we can read this maybe. In Subal Prabhuji, you just want to read very briefly the 20 qualities Krishna is talking about a elevated personality. Unless we have this, we really cannot become perfect in Krishna consciousness or even to be a good human being. You just want to read the highlights, Prabhu, on the left column, real quick. There are 20 of them.
Yeah, sure. Humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity, accepting a spiritual master, cleanliness, steadiness, self-control, renunciation of sense objects, absence of false ego, perception of evil of birth, death, disease, old age, detachment, no entanglement with wife, children, etc., even-mindedness, unalloyed devotional service, Ananya Bhakti, aspiring to live in a solitary place, Prabhuji, little bit detachment from general, yeah, accepting the importance of self-realization, philosophical search for the absolute truth. Thank you.
Haribol, Prabhu. So these 20 qualities, many times we may not even try to focus on all this thing. We don't know what is detachment. Krishna is saying, be detached from your family and, a friend. Is it possible? Can we be detached from a family? But what Krishna is saying is that Do everything, but don't do it with the sense of, he has already mentioned this, kama and krodha are the two most significant hurdles in spiritual progress. We have to do our duty. We have to love. Bhagavad Gita is all about love and compassion. Some people say that, oh, is Bhagavad Gita telling that you should not have compassion, you should not love others, you should not love your family, you should not love your society? No. But if you understand that Krishna is everything, and if I love Krishna, automatically I will love everybody, not the other way. In this material world right now, especially in Kali Yuga, we are loving so many things, but very selective. I will like only my family, only my friends, my set of group of friends and followers. What about the other? What about all the jivas, all the living entities? So that is what is all about Bhagavad Gita, devotees. How do we understand this perfectly? So with that, let us get back to 13, 14. Kush Prabhu, you want to try? And then two more devotees can take turn.
For Hare Krishna. Sarvata pani padam tat sarvato kisi silo mukam sarvata srutimaloke sarvam avritya tishtati.
Very nice, Prabhu. That is very perfect. Devotees, two more shall we take? Mahesh Prabhu, I saw you somewhere.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can try. Yeah. Sarvatra panipada tat sarvato shiro mukham sarvatra kshutrimalloke sarvamamritya tishtati. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Haribol Prabhuji. That was very nice. I'm seeing here Shalini Mataji all the way from Kolkata, the land of Srila Prabhupada.
Hare
So
Krishna, Master. Thank
we
you for
must give
that.
her we must give her a chance.
सर्वतः पाणिपादं तत् सर्वतोक्षिशिरोमुखं सर्वतः श्रुतिमल्लोके सर्वमावृत्य तिष्ठति. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, Hare Krishna. Very nice, Mataji. Who can read the synonym translation? And one devotee can read the purport. Preeti Mataji, right? You want to try, Mataji, synonyms and translation?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Sarvatha, everywhere. Pani, hands. Padam, legs. Tat, that. Sarvata, everywhere. Aksi, eyes. Sira, heads. Mukam, faces. Sarvata, everywhere. Shrutimat, having ears. Loke, in the world. Sarvam, everything. Avritya, covering. Tishtati, exist. Translation. Everywhere are his hands and legs, his eyes, heads, and faces, and he has ears everywhere. In this way, the super soul exists, pervading everything.
Hare Krishna. Very nice, Mataji. Krishna is explaining here that there is also a philosophy, Aham Brahmasmi, that I am this Brahman, I am part and parcel of the super soul. So, Purnamada Purnamidam, I am also I am this supreme entity, one and the same. But it is not that easy. There are so many philosophies here. Advaita, Vedanta is there. Then Dvaita is there. Then Vishishta Advaita is there. Shankaracharya came up with the Advaita, that the Brahman and we are all the same. There is only one entity, finally. Yes, to a large extent, that is also correct. We are part and parcel of, like in our body, there are so many different organs and cells. The blood cells itself, it is said that trillions, red cells are like 30 trillion red cells we have in our body. But the question is that, can one Out of the 30 trillion, can one red cell become the entire body? It's not possible. It's not possible. Like the ocean, drop of ocean and ocean, they are the same. If you take it to the lab, whoever is doing the research, you would say, yes, this is ocean, but it's not ocean. A drop, what can it do? Not much. It's so limited in quantity, very insignificant. So Krishna is making a very clear distinction that the individual Jivatma, even though they are part and parcel of the super soul and Bhagavan, Krishna, they're not the same. They cannot control. They cannot maintain. That's the very significant thing we have to understand. Here he's saying his hands, his legs, eyes, and faces are everywhere. Individual Atma cannot have that. They don't have that capacity. Limited. So devotees, who can read the purport?
I can read it.
Oh, sure, Prabhupada.
As the sun exists, diffusing its unlimited rays, so does the super soul, or supreme personality of Godhead. He exists in his all-pervading form, and in him exist all the individual living entities, beginning from the first great teacher Brahma down to the small ants. There are unlimited heads, legs, hands, and eyes, and unlimited living entities. All are existing in and on the Supersoul. Therefore, the Supersoul is all-pervading. The individual soul, however, cannot say that he has his hands, legs, and eyes everywhere. That is not possible. If he thinks that under ignorance, he is not conscious that his hands and legs are diffused all over. But when he attains to proper knowledge, he will come to that stage. His thinking is contradictory. This means that then the individual soul, having become conditioned by material nature, is not supreme. The supreme is different from the individual soul. The Supreme Lord can extend his hand without limit. The individual soul cannot. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that if anyone offers him a flower or a fruit or a little water, he accepts it. If the Lord is a far distance away, how can he accept things? This is the omnipotence of the Lord. Even though he is situated in his own abode far, far away from earth, he can extend his hand to accept what anyone offers. That is his potency. In the Brahma Samhita 5.37, it is stated, Goloka eva nivasyati akhilatma bhuta. Although he is always engaged in pastimes in his transcendental planet, he is all-pervading. The individual soul cannot claim that he is all-pervading. Therefore, this verse describes the Supreme Soul, the personality of Godhead, not the individual soul.
Very nice reading, Kush Prabhuji. Would you like to add some of your thoughts on this?
I don't have any thoughts, but I'm unsure about this section. If he thinks that under ignorance he is not conscious that his hands and legs are diffused all over, when he attains to proper knowledge, he will come to that stage. His thinking, I don't know what he means by this. This right here, that small section.
Yeah, Subal Prabhuji, you have any thoughts on Kush Prabhuji's comment?
You mean the individual soul, however, cannot say that one, Prabhuji, cannot say that
Yeah,
he
sure.
has hands, legs, and eyes everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I
As
think
we know,
I
yes,
think
but
it is Subal.
Why is it contradictory? I don't know. I mean, what is it? Yeah, why is it contradictory? If he said under ignorance he is not conscious. I don't know what that means. This is a little confusing. I don't know. It may just
Prabhu-
be the wording, I
Yeah,
guess.
Prabhu, what Prabhupada is saying here is that this Brahman realization is very highest level of realization. There are three components to this entire perfection in self-realization. To understand who am I? One is Brahman, one is the Paramatma, which is Krishna talking about the super soul. One is Bhagavan himself, Krishna. Right? So just if we concentrate on the Brahman level, it is good, but it is not the best because you are missing the Paramatma understanding of what is Paramatma. Brahman is individual realization. Paramatma is in a much larger understanding that this individual soul is there everywhere, in every entity as Paramatma. Finally, Bhagavan is the best understanding because everything comes from Bhagavan. Now, we might have discussed about this in an earlier chapter also. These three things cannot be separated. One cannot say, I will just accept Brahman. I'll just accept Paramatma. You cannot say that because they're all one and the same. This is where the complexity comes, Prabhu, Kush Prabhu. Are we the same? If we are the same, am I the God? It's a very natural thing. When you are part and parcel of everything, then you are also God. In a very, very indirect way, that is also understandable. But can you control everything? Can you maintain everything? Can you create everything? Not possible.
No.
That much you have to understand. You have to understand you are part and parcel of the infinite, the supreme, but you are not the supreme. Like you belong to a family, a very powerful family. Are you the powerful family? Yes. But are you the controller? No. The controller is the head of the family. In a more mundane material example would be a powerful corporation. Technically, all the shareholders are considered as owner of the corporation. The person who is holding just one stock, he is also the owner. The person who is holding majority of the stock, he is also considered as the owner. But the majority stockholder has got everything to do with the company. He can make a resolution and everybody has to accept it. But the person who is holding one stock, he cannot do anything. Yes, he can be part and parcel of the corporation and enjoy whatever is been given by the supreme or major stockholder. Similarly, here, we are part of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada has many times said, be very happy, be very proud that we are children of Krishna. No doubt about it. But the question is, understanding is, are we Krishna? No. Is there any example of a very supreme self-realized person creating universes? Has anyone created sun? Has anyone created moon? Can they claim, I'm self-realized now? Now I'm going to create a new sun. Can you do that? You cannot do it because we are very limited. But when our maximum potential we can utilize when we understand, yes, I'm very significant, but yet very limited as compared to the Supreme. I'm subordinate. That thing we have to always keep in mind. I'm subordinate to the Supreme Soul. Does it make any... Yeah. We have to understand that our Atma is part and parcel of Krishna, very powerful. But we are not Krishna because Krishna can control it, he can create, he can destroy, he can do a lot of things. But we won't be able to do that. Devotees, more thoughts on this? Our Bhashwati Mataji is here, our Raghu Prabhu is here, Asha Mataji is here. Asha Mataji, you want to say something?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Actually, I have some sound problem maybe with this. So, Prabhuji, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely you explained this purport about the supremacy of the Lord Krishna. He is the one and only Supreme God, and we are the part and parcel of Krishna. We never be able to equal to Krishna. Never ever, not at all. We are always the subordinate, and under this subordinate position, our duty, the constitutional position is we are the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, and our duty is to serve Krishna and his devotees. So Prabhuji, here I just would like to add here it's, when Prabhupada says that if the Lord is a far distance away, how can he accept things? So this is the omnipotency of the Lord. So, Prabhuji, there is one pastime. The boy named was Raghunandan, and that Raghunandan, his dad went to the another city, and Raghunandan asked by his dad that you take care of giving offer prasadam to Gopinath. Then Raghunandan, the small boy, he offered the prasadam and asking Gopinath, please eat. If you don't eat, then my dad will not like, or why don't you not eating? So he is so innocent, he was so simple that Gopinath came and ate the prasadam. So that is the Krishna's mercy, his supremacy. If he stays far, far away in his abode, if the devotee calls him with real heart and with lot of bhakti, without any impurity in the bhakti, Krishna comes and embrace his devotee. That's I just like to add, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Bhakti Mataji. And yeah, as you rightly said, God, Krishna, is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Technically, the individual Atma is also there. Again, the magnitude is limited. We can also create. That is why Krishna has given us the procreation. We can also create some light. It's not as powerful as the sun, but man has created some, electricity only based on the ingredients given by the raw materials is always provided by Krishna. Devotees, can you think of any one object that has been entirely created by man, human being? One item.
Prabhuji,
Go ahead.
Prabhuji, nowadays, like people are creating so bad things, as for example, artificial intelligence.
Right. Artificial intelligence is only based on real intelligence. Artificial intelligence doesn't create anything new, but it compiles all the information. So everything, if you look at it, let's say there is a car. What are the components of the car? What is the real raw material? What is the ingredient? It comes from Krishna only. Either it comes from wood, it comes from some iron mountain. Where does steel come from? Where does all the metals come from? Yes, you have what you have done. Based on the intelligence given by Krishna, we are adding 1 + 1 is A + B equal to C or something like that, then you are coming up with something. But everything. One time, Srila Prabhupada was having his morning walk, and one of the devotees said that, Prabhupada, man has reached the sky. Now there is this jumbo flight which can carry like 300 people. Srila Prabhupada said, that's good. But you know who is the real supreme powerful personality? Krishna. Because even this super jumbo flight, it needs some fuel. Where does fuel come from? Who gave, whatever you call it, petrol or whatever it is? Who gave that element that if you add petrol, something will fly? Who gave that energy? Right? You said that only Krishna. How are the birds flying without any petrol? Some of the eagle can fly at a very, very height. How? He said that how come a seed, small seed, can become a big banyan tree? How is it possible? Right? The smallest of the smallest seed becomes the biggest of the biggest tree. How come the cow is eating grass and giving milk? Who has given that power? Can man suddenly do that? Hey, eat grass and give me some milk. No, it does not happen. And above all, from where does life come from? Who created the first life? Science has not responded to that. Science has not responded to how this entire manifestation happened. They are saying it, we don't know. They don't want to credit God for that. But at some point of time, maybe after a billion years, they will understand, yeah, there is someone called God who created all these things. But devotees, those are all, if you want to wait for a billion years, that's also okay. Krishna gives an opportunity. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. We already see. But intelligent person, that is what is all this chapter about. The jnana, the intelligence is to know Krishna, and even on a very scientific way, you can understand Krishna. Who created sun? How are we able to survive? How are we able to breathe? Right? Who gave that quality that you breathe air and you survive? More thoughts, devotees? Asha Mataji, you want to say something?
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा मैं मेरी थोड़ी सी अलग सोच है कि मैं श्री कृष्ण भगवान मैं श्री कृष्ण भगवान को ऐसे कहती हूँ कि मैं आपसे प्रेम करती हूँ, इसलिए मैं मंत्र उच्चार करती हूँ और पूजा पाठ करती हूँ, क्योंकि आप मिलेंगे। आपसे मैं प्यार करती हूँ इसलिए। अगर आपका आपका प्यार नहीं है, तो ये रही आपकी माला, ये रही आपकी पूजा, ये रही आपकी भक्ति। आप अपने पास रखिएगा। मैं आपसे प्यार करती हूँ, इसीलिए सब कुछ करने को तैयार हूँ जो आपको पसंद है। मैं और मैं ऐसे सोचती हूँ, सभी उसने ही क्रिएट किया है, लेकिन वो है ना मेरा छोटा-सा बच्चा है, और उसने कुछ किया है या नहीं, ऐसे थॉट्स नहीं आते। सिर्फ़ ऐसा ही लगता है कि उसको खिलाना है, सेवा करनी है। अम, यू नो तुम तुम धूप में मत जाना। जो जो माँ का जो भाव है ना, वही मेरे साथ होता है कि गरम दूध मत पीना, बाहर मत जाना। मुझे मुझे पता है कि वो भगवान है, लेकिन पता नहीं, लेकिन वो मेरे में भाव नहीं आता कि वो भगवान है। वो ऐसे लगता है कि वो मेरे छोटा-सा बच्चा है, गरम दूध दिया तो थोड़ा-सा उसको बोलूँ कि अभी नहीं पीना, तो थोड़ी देर बाद पीना। ये तो मेरे पास थोड़े-से उसकी चरण पादुका है, तो वो भी मैं करती हूँ कि आप चरण पादुका पहन कर जाना, राधा के साथ खेलना हो तो ये लेकर जाना। और कुछ भी आपने खाना खा लिया, ओह! मुझको प्यास लगी, ओह! तो नहीं, मुझको प्यास लगी तो पहले उनको भी प्यास लगी होगी, शायद इसीलिए मुझे बार-बार प्यास लग रही है, तो मैं फिर पहले उनको जल देकर आती हूँ, उसके बाद मैं जल ग्रहण करती हूँ। ऐसे इत स मैं पहले कुछ भी मेरे साथ होता है तो मैं उसके पहले ये विचार करती हूँ कि नहीं, मेरे बच्चे को कुछ होगा, चलो मैं उसके पास जाती हूँ, वो मुझे बुला रहा है। ऐसे ऐसे मुझे ऐसे नहीं लगता कि वो भगवान है, ऐसे लगता है कि सारा का सारा सब कुछ शिव है ना, शिवा है ना, शंकर जी, वो सब कर लेंगे। आप हमारे पास रहना, कहीं पर जाना मत। और ऐसे जो बच्चा का भाव होता है ना, मेरा भाव थोड़ा-सा ऐसा है। अ, पता नहीं सही है, गलत। और उम
Uh, हरे कृष्णा आशा माता जी,
हरे कृष्ण। हाँ
आप जो बता रहे हैं, वॉट एवर यू आर सेइंग is a very high level of realization and love for Krishna. It is very good. I have not developed that kind of a devotion towards Krishna. What Asha Mataji is saying is that she's not interacting with Krishna as the Supreme Lord, but more as her own family member, as her child, that's a very high level. It's called Vatsalya Bhav, which Mother Yashoda had. Krishna likes it. Krishna gives various types of understanding, loving Krishna. This is a very high level of thing. So it is very good you are developing that. Continue that. Krishna is a person. It's good that you want to offer milk to Krishna in a very purest form. It's very, very. I don't do that. I just offer it mechanically. Tell the mantras and then offer it to him for some time and then drink. Eventually I have to drink, but you all have developed a very high level of understanding that first I have to offer this, feed Krishna. The highest love for Krishna is when Krishna makes himself dependent on the devotees, dependent. That he is dependent on Mother Yashoda for milk. The person who is sleeping on the ocean of Milky Ocean, he is dependent on a little bit of milk from Mother Yashoda. That's the highest form. So it is nice that you are developing that kind of a mood. Krishna, no doubt, is a person. Here, Srila Prabhupada is also saying, if he's so far away, if he's someone very, very different, then how come he is able to accept everything that we offer, right? So, very nice, Mataji. Very good. Please maintain the same mood and inspire also, so that we also get to your level of loving Krishna. Ultimately, devotees, all this Krishna consciousness, Bhagavad Gita is about loving Krishna. Unless you love, you cannot surrender. There is no surrender. The best surrendering is through love. It cannot happen mechanically. It cannot happen by reading all the scriptures. It cannot happen just by, talking or listening. Yeah, these are all good. These are all tools. The ultimate culmination of all this thing is we have to love Krishna purely, which is called Krishna Prema. That is, Prema is love, purest love, which the gopis and gopals, the Brajvasis had. That's why for Krishna, the gopis are very, very dear. So, Haribol Mataji, thanks for sharing that. Any more? Raghu Prabhu has not said anything today.
I'm here. I agree what Asha Mataji has described is really very genuine. And, she has that devotion to Krishna, which is, speaking for myself, I'm trying to develop, but it's really not that easy. I can read all these books, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and appreciate all that, but still that element of devotion to Krishna and so immersed with a genuine feeling that is missing. That is something I don't know. It may not occur in one lifetime. I don't know. But anyway, coming back to this particular verse and purport, Krishna is all pervading, as it says here. He's in Goloka, Vrindavan. At the same time, he's everywhere, and he's in each and every atom. We individual souls, we are all conditioned. We're confined to our body, and our soul is like 1/10,000 of the tip of a hair. So, like an ocean in a drop in a big ocean. So, since we are conditioned, we are under the spell of Maya, and we cannot do what Krishna can do. But yes, we are qualitatively the same as him, but being a part and parcel, but we are not transcendental, but uh, but we're eventually trying to get to that stage. That is our goal with doing bhakti and so on. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Haribol. Yes, Prabhu. Very nice. So the essence of this particular verse, or in some of the verses that we'll be reading, is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. Achinta Beda Abheda. This is such a complex understanding that it explains we are one, the oneness, yet separate. We are one and same with Krishna, yet we are not Krishna. We are subordinate to him. We are servant of Krishna. If you progress in that mindset, it is a perfect, we are perfectly following Krishna as per Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, if you just take this, I am also a soul, which is Krishna, then Aham Brahmasmi, then I am the, I am the supreme. There is no difference between the supreme and me. The only thing is right now there is some, my mind, Maya has covered me. I'm not able to understand. Here also Maya is covered. But the perfect understanding is that whatever we do, ultimately we are servant of Krishna. Krishna is the supreme, and we are part and parcel of Krishna. That is the best understanding. Mahesh Prabhu, anything you want to add? And Sham Prasad Prabhuji, you're in India, Prabhu?
Prabhuji, yeah, very nice discussion, and I really like this conversation. And Haribol to Ashamata ji, because they show the level of bhakti or Vatsalya bhakti, I will say, yeah, which is really appreciated. Yeah. So thank you, Mataji, for that sharing with us, and thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing all this knowledge. Yeah. Thank you. Haribol.
Yeah. Very highly elevated devotees, they don't take things just casually. Oh, I'm just offering bhoga to Krishna. Just, keep it for a few moments and then come and distribute everything. That's good. There's nothing wrong in that. But you have to go even deeper than that. This is Krishna you are offering. Just think about it. Don't think this is just an bricks and marble, and this is very, very important. Srila Prabhupada, one time, he visited a temple, and he asked the president of the temple, are you offering everything timely? He said that, yes, Prabhupada, everything is me. No, I think Krishna is not happy. I can see from his face. And the president was a little surprised. How can you make out something from, the Murti? What is it? I'm seeing the same Murti every day, nothing. No, Srila Prabhupada said that, no, something is missing here. Maybe it's not being offered timely. I see little bit of tiredness in Krishna's face. Then they came to know that the temple, in good intention only, they used to keep the temple open half an hour, 45 minutes late every day, because some devotees were coming late. They were all good devotees. They support the temple very much. They donate a lot of money, but they could not come timely. Krishna, we have to take him very seriously. That's why in ISKCON, everything has to happen. Mangalarti, 4:30. You cannot do it 4:45. Oh, today I'm feeling little, not very comfortable. It's not about your comfort. It is what we need to do for Krishna. Same thing. Sayana, in the end, when you put the Krishna into sleep, Krishna is waiting. When we say, I'm going to offer bhoga to Krishna, Krishna is waiting there. So you cannot say, oh, the Rajbhog time is 1:10. I will offer it 1:45. Today it's okay, half an hour, nothing. Krishna, does he really need the bhoga? He doesn't need. That's not correct. So Prabhupada was able to see that. He was able to interact with Krishna. Krishna is just not stone and bricks devotees. What Asha Mataji is explaining, she thinks Krishna is part and parcel of the family. We have to develop that kind of a love for Krishna. Krishna, did you Did you really take the prasadam? He takes. He takes. We have to sit down and talk with Krishna. We have to. So, devotees, any more who. Sham Prasad Prabhu, you wanted to say something. Go.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. I am very, very happy about daily. I remember all our Tampa devotees. My body is there, but my mind is in Tampa. I am very, very happy about you all, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Matajis and Prabhujis. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Haribol Prabhuji. Sure. Preeti Mataji, you want to share something? Some comments or thoughts or question?
I don't have anything related to this, but I don't know. I mean, like for me, like Krishna, I didn't read any scriptures or like rules or anything. It was like direct interaction with him every time, like having his moments, like kind of his leelas, all this thing. Like in this way only my all journey has started, Prabhuji. Like now, like everything, like whatever I'm reading here, like it makes me to connect with what I'm doing and how I can modify things in that way. Yeah. But I do have. I mean, I have one. Like while we are talking about this, I thought to say something about the Krishna. So, actually, my mom has passed away in 2020. So, and after that, I do not know. I mean, I really wanted to spend my birthday with someone who I love the most. So then I decided, I mean, she passed away in 2020. In 2022, I decided, like, I want to go to Vrindavan to celebrate my birthday. So I went there and I have seen people having a Kuti Bala Krishna. Everyone was like carrying with them and putting kulas for him, like making him to feed, and without having food, they won't eat food also. Seeing those kind of devotion, I was like really wanted to have that Krishna with me. But I was again, I was like, will I take care of Krishna? Do I deserve to take care of Krishna? So I was having these things. So then I told Krishna, like, Krishna, like, when you feel like that I can, like, take care of you, so then then you come to me at that time. So, like, maybe an year later, my one day my brother-in-law was like waking me up, get up, Preeti, get up, around 12:30. I was like sleeping. I was like, I thought like he was telling me like, you have a surprise, you have a surprise. I was like thinking I'm a very sweet tooth, so I thought like he brought me some sweets, and I'm like, it's okay, Baba, I will have it later. He was like, no, you have to get up. Then I got up and he gave me something. Then I opened and it is like Balakrishna from Dwaraka. So I was like so happy. Then I immediately got up and I took bath and I dressed him up. Like it was like happening around 3 a.m. and I felt like, okay, he came to me like he thought like I deserve to have him. So now I'm in USA and I still have my Kuti Balakrishna, but I give him, I'm on water diet with him. So I feed him water every morning, and then like I'll make him sleep, and then every day I'll wake him up, and then again water, then again sleep. Sometimes like I share fruits with him, and when I want to go out, like sometimes I feel like, oh no, he will be alone, he can't be, like, and then I take him along with me, and like that's what I do. Like when Asha Mataji was sharing, I could not understand the exact Hindi, but I can, by her emotion, I can understand, like she was telling about like Krishna. So yeah, like he's like full of surprises. Like when we are like ready to give the love, if I give 1% and I get it back like 100% from him every time. So like yeah, he's like everything to me. And he's like more than like with all gods, like it was me, for me, like with respect I'll be like, but with Krishna it's like sometimes I will be angry with him. I'll be like, we will be like fighting, and then like showering too much love. And it was like it's some kind of a different feel that I don't know. Like, yeah, like I'm so happy, like and he has chosen me. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, that was wonderful. Again, what you are sharing is very, very valuable to all of us. We'll get inspired by this. And this is a very high level of interaction loving Krishna. You crossed, it is not about reading Bhagavad Gita or saying mantra. It is very important. One time, Srila Prabhupada asked the devotees, why do you have to accept Krishna as the supreme? Then each devotee was giving different answer. One devotee said, Prabhupada, you told us Krishna is the supreme. So Srila Prabhupada said, if I say, you will just accept it. That is not Shastra. Then another devotee said, no, Srila Prabhupada, it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, 1866, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, that surrendered to Krishna is the supreme. Well, Srila Prabhupada says that, okay, that's okay, but there is one more answer, perfect answer. Perfect question, perfect answer. Then one devotee said, Prabhupada, I really feel Krishna. I have realized Krishna. I think about Krishna all the time. He is with me. He said that is the correct answer. Finally, you can become master of Bhagavad Gita. You can become master of all the Shastras. You can be eloquent in speaking. But finally, like whatever Asha Mataji is saying, whatever Preeti Mataji is saying, consider Krishna as you are interacting with him. Seriously. That's the ultimate love. I'm not saying we are not doing it. I am talking loud. I'm talking about myself, that I have to improve. Matajis and Prabhujis, please share your experiences more in our Bhagavad Gita class at least. We are a family. We all learn. We are here to experience Krishna, understand Krishna, how we can love him. These kind of nice experiences from Asha Mataji and Preeti Mataji will help us. How many Matajis and Prabhus, they do so many things for Krishna. In the winter regions, like maybe in the Midwest, Northeast, the devotees, they will do special sweaters for Krishna. A layman must be thinking, what are you, crazy or what? First of all, why would the Supreme Lord will even feel the cold? And it's only a deity. It is made of brass and metal. Why are you spending time? No, it is Krishna. He is willing to accept services, seva from us. That is the biggest, he is the most successful who can do seva to Krishna. So devotees, please let us continue. Please inspire us and please share your thoughts, share your experiences. Don't be hesitant. We are a family. Nobody is here, something superior. We are all in the same path of trying to understand Krishna, interact with him. So what is the final word? Who wants to say the final word? Shalini Mataji, you have been very quiet. Is everything okay in Kolkata?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm again a little bit under the weather. I have a sore throat a little bit, but
Okay.
thank you for the opportunity, Prabhuji. I think what Preeti Mataji and what I heard, I think what helped me in my bhakti was I heard in one of the lectures that when you go to a temple, then request Krishna to come home with you. And then when you go home, in everything that you're doing, whether it's, you're eating, you're taking a bath, you're sleeping, whatever you're doing, think about that Krishna is there with you at that time. And how would you interact with him? So when you do that, then like every time, whatever you're doing, you think about Krishna. And when you're cooking, when you're like in anything that you're doing, it helped me a lot. So I just wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada always used to say the Matajis, they have naturally love for everyone. Of course, Krishna being the center of love. So Matajis are always, the bhakti is already part and parcel of them. For Prabhujis is more of an organization and presenting, but the bhakti for all of us, Matajis, Prabhujis, for our natural emotion is to love Krishna. That is the main problem. Since we have not understood it, we try it in various places and we get disappointed, But loving Krishna is the best. It is the best. It is our natural tendency. It's not that we have to do something artificial. So, devotees, the time is already 7:30. Are there any final comments? Subal Prabhuji, you want to say something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, wonderful explanation, Prabhuji, and especially Mataji's realization as, Krishna as, your own son. We should, we can say that Krishna says even in this one, if we give even, a small flower, patram pushpam phalam toyam, yoma bhakta prachati. Even if you give a small flower, water, leaf, Krishna accepts it, but only ingredient needed is with love and devotion. That's my understanding. Hare Krishna.
Very good, Prabhu. Devotees, we shall conclude now. These are all wonderful understanding, but the essence again, if we have to put, or after reading all the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, the essence is that just let us love Krishna. That is the best, path of yoga, or whether you call it karma, jnana, or bhakti. Without love, it will not work perfect. So, before we conclude, I know we are out of time. Shall we
Thank you
ask
so
Dr.
much for the amazing class, a wonderful class, Prabhuji, today. It was so interesting and got to know a lot of stuff. Thank you so much, Sridham Prabhuji. And thank you so much for all the Matajis for realization of thinking of Krishna in every day-to-day activities and everything. Thank you, Haribol. Thank you.
Oh, Haribol, Harini Mataji. Wonderful. Thank you for your very, very devotional support, Haribol. Before we conclude, devotees, I think it may be a wonderful way to conclude if Bhashati Mataji can sing this 537, if she remembers this, Brahma Samhita. Mataji, are you able to sing?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can you please click the link? I forgot, Prabhuji.
Okay, sure, no problem. What we'll do?
This one, Anand Chinmay, you might know Mataji.
Yeah, Brahma Samhita is somewhere here,
You want
right?
me to recite?
Yes, yes.
I can put the link.
Yes, Prabhuji, you recite.
It's in the chat.
Okay, 537, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Srila Prabhupada is talking about 37.
It's in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I got it. आनंद चिन्मय रस प्रतिभावीतावीस तावीर्या एव निज रूपतया कलावी गोलोक एव निवसाति अखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Haribol. Hare Krishna, very
Thank you
wonderful.
so much,
Mataji.
Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wonderful.
So, Govindam Adi Purusham is everything. Tam aham bhajami. I bow down to him. That's the essence of all the Shastras, devotees. Okay? So, anyhow, have a wonderful, today is also the beginning of celebration of Pongal. And also Makar Sankranti will happen, I think, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, based on where you are located.
And also happy journey to you, Prabhuji. I think looks like you're landing on 15th of January, right? Am I correct, Prabhuji?
A little, maybe 20th now. My ticket is
Oh,
little flexible, but yeah.
okay. Yeah, happy journey, Prabhuji.
Haribol, Haribol. So we shall conclude here, devotees. Have a wonderful Krishna consciousness moment. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. ISKCON Tampa Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Tampa Bhagavad Gita study ki jai.
ISKCON Tampa devotees ki jai. Sridhama Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji and Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare
दंडवत
Krishna.
प्रणाम सभी के चरणों